Hi, my name is Sagar. Today I am going to help you to use simple present. So in simple present there are three tenses, but we are going to start with subject, is, am, are and object. Subject we have already learned in the last video, that are name, he, she, it, they, we, you, I. Your is and are dependent onto these pronouns. If we use he, she, it, we have to use is. If you use they, we, you have to use are. If you use I, you need to use am. You might be thinking, what is object now? Object can be a relation, a profession, or location. I mean, these informations you can pass in your object, like profession. Subject is I am a teacher, so that is my profession. If I talk about location, I am the subject. I am in the class, that is my location. If I talk about my sister, she is in Canada, so there I am talking about location. You can talk about some other things like age, I am 26 years old. You can talk about quality, I am good at English, I am honest. Whenever you use good, you do need to add something. I'm good at English. I'm good at driving. So these are the informations you can pass when you are using simple present. Let's go for the next rule. So next we have subject, has, have plus object. Subjects we have already learned. So next is has and have. Has and have do not have any different meaning. They both have the same meaning, but they both depend on your subject. What subject you use, accordingly you do need to add has or have. If you know where you can use has, you automatically learns where you can use have. Let me give you more examples. First, let's see where we can use has. Has we use for third, living or non-living, singular or uncountable. As you already know, the first person is speaker, second person is listener, third about whom you are talking. Like I is first person, so I have. But if I talk about my brother is third, living, singular. So I should say my brother has a marker or my brother has a mobile phone. So when we talk about third, living, as you already know, living means the things which can breathe like human beings. Non-living like marker. And we also have here uncountable, something which cannot be counted like water. I can say water has minerals. Water is third, first, second, third is water. Water has minerals. You can talk about non-living also, like my marker has a red cap. First, second, third, singular. So my marker has a red cap. Let's go for the next rule now. The next rule is subject. V1 means first form of verb. Then we have S or ES and the last is object. If you do not know what are forms of verbs, you might remember in your school time you have learned the verbs like go, play, use, eat, listen and many more. But I do remember in my school times I was usually forced to learn first form, second form, third form. But here it's not going to be like this. I'm not telling you to remember second and third form right now. Right now just focus on the first verb. Subject we have learned. Verbs are here. Let's ignore S or ES for some time and focus on object. So basically what kind of information I can pass when I use this rule? So I can talk about repeated action. You might be thinking, what is repeated action? Repeated action is something which you repeat. It can be every day, it can be sometimes, it can be once a week. For example, if I say I verb eat, I eat burgers. Am I eating burgers right now? No. This is an action which I do. It can be on daily basis, it can be sometimes. It can be more easy if you try to add some time clues here. Like daily, mostly, rarely, sometimes, always, never, etc. Now guys, daily is not about yesterday, it's not about tomorrow, it's about every day. Every day if I do something, I can use the word daily. So when I use the word daily, I need to use this rule. Like I daily go. Okay, you can add your time clues here. You can add it in the beginning also, or you can add it at last. Choice is yours. Like daily I go for a walk. I daily go for a walk, or I go, my verb, first form of verb, I go for a walk daily. Choice is yours. You want to use the time clues in the beginning, after your subject, or after your object. You have all these options. Now let's talk about when can we use S or ES. So S or ES again depend on your subject, like we learned about has. If your subject is third, living, or non-living, singular, or uncountable, you can use S or ES. Let me give you some examples. For example, my brother. My brother go. I'm talking about third, living, singular, so I have to use S or ES. I'm using my brother goes for a walk. And if I say I go for a walk, you can see here I'm using ES because I'm talking about third person singular, but here I'm not using S or ES because I'm talking about first person. So only when your subject is about third, living or non-living, singular or uncountable, you have to use S or ES. But you might be thinking, sir, when can we use ES and when can we use s? Basically, it depends on your words, like basically the spellings of your verbs, like es. Es you can use when you have in the ending here, you have to check, you have O, SS, SH, CH, X or Z. If you have these letters in the ending of your verb, you need to use ES. As you can see, O. So we have O here. So I can use here ES. If I use the word brush, I have SH. Is there any SH? Here it is. So I can use here ES. If I use the verb talk, now I am using S here because is there any K? No. So that's why I am using S. When you have these letters in the ending of your verb, then you use ES. If you do not have these letters, then you use S. But one more thing here is, which is about Y. If you have Y in the ending of your verb, then the rule will differ. Like try changes into tries, cry, play. I can say play changes into plays. Now, do you know how I'm using here IES and why I'm using here S? It's basically about vowels. Like A, E, I, O, U. In ABC, there are 26 letters. 21 are consonants and 5 are vowels. If you have a vowel like we have here, O, so I'm using S here. If before Y there is a vowel, you need to use S. If before Y there is no vowel or consonant, then you need to cut Y and use IES. I hope you can practice this, and with practice you will definitely learn that. This is all about simple present. Thank you so much everyone for watching my video.